for the Badgers.
Potter. Bank shot, no. Rebound grab by the freshman R.J. Davis.
High-low action here for North Carolina. Sharpe showing off the skills with a beautiful spin.
And the recruiting process under Bo Ryan, but it was his first class, and now they're seniors trying to make their mark in the NCAA tournament for one final time potentially. Sharpe attacks the rim.
Now for the Seminoles, as Gray, everything but the finish on the drive. They don't have Koprivica or Ngom, the 7-footers out there. Sharpe running the floor. Nicely done. Really good job. Carolina got caught on a switch. Kerwin Walton stuck guarding Malik Osborne inside, and Osborne was able to shield him off so that he couldn't get down to the baseline to help on that drive. Good pin in. Good screen by R.J. Davis to get an opportunity for Walton on the wing. And a mismatch. Dana has 0 offensive rebounds and 0 points in the paint. Well, they've taken mostly jump shots, but, you know, Virginia Tech again with that little low cross screen, and that was just way too easy to give up. A loose ball finds its way to Mutz down low, and it's a 1-point game. Just that action along the baseline. Yeah, that's like the 3rd or 4th layup that Virginia Tech has against this Carolina defense, because they're moving the big guys around so they can't layups. Has Virginia Tech gotten in this first half? Rabisa Beatty's now got 5 assists in the game, but there's what is in the water in the Big South? They produce some players. Averaging 9, he's got 17 tonight, and there's some games in, and there's Jawan Durham knocking down a baseline jumper, Irish by 2. Jawan Durham has been a different player this year, much more aggressive offensively, showing a full repertoire. Remember when we first saw him, he was at UConn. Yep. We were in Maui, and remember Kevin Ollie saying he's going to be a pro. Sharpe bodies, you can just send body after body at Durham, and you know he could have picked up a foul there. Obviously it wasn't a foul, but could have picked up one. And David. Trey Wirtz called for the charge. Carolina ball with an early 2-point lead. First, and first, as you can see. Just about any rebounding stat you can find, they're right up there near or at the top. Yeah, their offensive rebounding, they're #1 in the country. Second is Houston. And there you see 12 games. Love and Davis, an all-freshman backcourt. Sharpe back in there, spins around Durham and lays it in. That was the year the Irish almost took out Kentucky. Yep. They had a shot to win the game. And I believe the Elite 8. Yes. Sharpe inside again. He's just too strong. Guys coming in who's just as big and just as good. Yeah. You've got to stay out there the whole night and just do the best you can. It's like trying to play no huddle. Armando Bacot with 8 offensive rebounds in this game right now. Nice turnaround by Sharpe. That was a big play, because that really allowed Carolina to move away from Notre Dame when Notre Dame had a chance. Only in the field. It's Duke that needs this win and a couple others so that they're not sweating on Selection Sunday. And we'll show you the ACC tournament seeding depending on who wins what a little bit later on. The seniors have come out of the game now for Carolina. And in Allen Fieldhouse. But against Oklahoma State the other night, I thought Baylor was terrific. And Jared Butler looked like himself again. A number of coaches had told Scott Drew that they felt like, and that's not like everybody's got a ton of experience with it, but they felt like it took a few games. Another great cut.
Not a good 3-point shooting team, just under 31%. Kessler in the game early, and he had a nice speed in just 22 minutes a game.
Yeah, I mean, he's special. And what he does, he reminds you of what Syracuse has looked like forever, what they're supposed to look like at the top of that zone. Is Day'Ron Sharpe goes over the top.
Shot, big man, a versatile guy who can step out on the perimeter, play inside and out. And Wojciechowski's team jumped to a 4-point lead. They've scored the last 6 points.
Garcia does a good job of faking with the basketball, faking the pass, good back cut, leaves him wide open for a shot.
How about that? Caleb won't go in, and there's North Carolina has scored 80 points or more in its last 4 home games. Now, you and I have seen them play very poorly away from home as Sharpe. Kessler inside, has it knocked away by John, but there's Sharpe.
Right place, so his leadership will be something that Chris Mack welcomes back into this lineup.
Offensive rebound, Andrew Platek, as the Tar Heels continue to struggle from the free throw line. They are off to a 1-for-6 start tonight.
Which is not something very characteristic of him, but I believe that has a lot to do with the opponent won in North Carolina and their shooting woes. Fan, those are my guys. So again, I root for the Orange. I just don't do it in front of you.
Great to see the Cardinals' Malik Williams back out there on the floor.
Impressive the development of Caleb Love, but to me, Kerwin Walton is the difference in this team because his ability to make shots opens up the floor. And this is.
Louisville's offense has gone cold here in the last few minutes, and the Tar Heels just keep running. Andrew Platek pushes the tempo. Kessler with a nice pass, and the finish by Day'Ron Sharpe.
And Day'Ron
had a basketball crush on Day'Ron Sharpe about a month ago, and you said you turned it into a man crush. Basketball crush. Basketball crush.
All right, I'll take it. I do remember that, so maybe I do listen to you.
There he is passing out to the wing. Getting it back. The production.
The 2 most difficult teams in the country to evaluate. Clemson, of course, in the ACC, and St. Louis in the Atlantic 10 for the same reasons. You know, they've come out of pause and just not looked like the ranked team that we saw in November and December. And really, you know, who are we to judge?
Action, and more importantly, miss that much practice time and expect to be able to go out on the road and compete with a team that is clicking. And North Carolina is playing some of its best basketball of the season right now and finding ways to win even when they don't shoot the basketball well. And they've been able to just, you know, and again, you know, always have to mention the fact that Louisville has not played as a team in close to 3 weeks to leave. And of course, I love my alma mater. I mean, who wouldn't love being a reigning national champion? I mean, who wouldn't love that? You loved that once.
Black, Davis, Sharpe, Brooks, and Walton on the court right now for the Tar Heels. As they go down to the freshman, Sharpe, and he muscles his way.
But that's a sign of a young team, and it's going to happen. And hopefully they can figure it out and figure out a way to bounce back. But good defensive possession there for UNC.
Sharpe able to step in that passing lane. Just the second turnover from Northeastern so far. Sharpe going to take this one from just past the free throw. 11-265. When you were at UNC, what was your playing weight? Do you remember?
He kind of fluctuated. Started the season around 250. Great move from Day'Ron. Doesn't look like it was a... It's not the way he intended to make it, but he is capable of that. He just needs to get more comfortable with it.
As a freshman, it was a bit of a surprise that Roy was able to get him to come to North Carolina. Nice give and go there for the Tar Heels.
His size, just leading the break like that, getting the passing lane. That was very good defense and good anticipation from Kessler.
8 minutes tonight for Kessler, 5 points, 2 rebounds, and an assist. Northeastern, Carolina, 11 of 12. Davis off the screen. Kessler thought about it, gives it down low to Sharpe instead. He battles through the double team and gets the easy hook. Kessler, McAdoo out there right now for North Carolina. Strong. Grillo.
Oh, you can't let him go right by you like that. And no one rotated back. Clark just went right to the goal. He's one of the best players in America under 6 feet. There's no doubt about it.
Platek finds Baycott, gives it up to Sharpe, and there's a chance. Hauser goes to work. Fades away. Does not get the bounce, and a chance for Carolina to draw a little bit closer, coming up on 4.5 to go here in the first half.
They're really starting to take advantage, getting the ball inside. Really doing it.
Now some pressure on the ball creates the turnover. And an easy 2.
And so he makes way more mistakes in the half court. The follow by Day'Ron Sharpe. Once so far here in the second half. Johnson, tough shot. Huh?
Good defense by Garrison Brooks. Johnson's supposed to be the quicker player, but Brooks wouldn't let him get past.
Wow, what a catch. Reducing Joey Baker into double figures now with 11. Day'Ron Sharpe just too big and strong. Ringo hadn't even met the other guys yet.
Yeah, Pete Best was the drummer back then.
He came into the game having hit just 4 on the season.
Yeah, he has been aggressive going against Garrison Brooks to take him out on the floor trying to make plays. What a talented player he is.
You know, again, it's a different kind of game. Nobody's in the building, no fans. Neither team is ranked. But both teams playing pretty well offensively. It's close. It's meaningful for both teams.
That's why experienced guards are often best.
Prosper has to beat the shot clock. Day'Ron Sharpe is into the game from North Carolina. Big fella, number 11, who's lumbering right to the rim down the middle of the floor. He gets position on another freshman, P.J. Hall, and Sharpe just over. Not necessarily a great rebounding team, and there's no rebound there when Amir Sims strokes the 3.
There's good offensive movement, and when the offense is moving well, the defense is often chasing, and that's exactly what happened. Carolina was chasing the play defensively, out of position rebounding, and the offense was able to secure it.
Playtech perhaps missed an opportunity to get it to Brooks inside, but nonetheless, they still
do have to trust in the team.
Caleb Love. And the tip and the offensive rebound in the second time. Who had a dunk right out of the gate, getting start tonight. His 4th. Here's Sims. He's been terrific at all aspects. And couldn't hit the turnaround jumper at the shot clock buzzer. And now North Carolina can sneak back to single digits. And they do. Day'Ron Sharpe. Good job at limiting second shots for the Heels tonight. Tyson couldn't get the runner in the lane. Got a little out of sorts offensively the last few trips. There's high-low, there's Sharpe, and there's double figures for the
defending the post and then rebounding the post against North Carolina. So your guards have to be good rebounders. Your guards give you more confidence that you doing what you're supposed to do is actually going to work.
Hey, look, Sims was terrific, too. He had 10 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists. I mean, that was a win-win situation.
Is Day'Ron Sharpe, who brings it every time out.
Brown there for the tip. Could not get it to go. Over the top and the slam. North Carolina running.
Games you talk about the assist-to-turnover ratio, which were great for the first 3 games when you consider those 2 wins versus Syracuse and the win over Duke, but struggled a bit against Wake Forest. 5 turnovers in an area where he has to be, exceptional for his team because he is their dominant ball handler.
Cut and the stuff by Tony. Certainly one of the top moments tonight for the Pitt Panthers. And every time it looks like Carolina is on the verge of counting them out, they've been able to make a run and climb back in the game.
Well, Jeff Capel's done a great job using his timeouts when North Carolina. One of the things that really isn't talked about as much when you hear, everyone talks about North Carolina and their freshman and Day'Ron Daniels knocking down another mid-range jumper, trying to keep his team at bay.
Let's see if they go to Baycott again. Posting up Bates. Instead, Sharpe can.
They're getting the ball inside. They're getting to the offensive glass. Thunderberg's got to step up for NC State because he's the one guy that can compete on the backboards.
We'll see you on the Jeep halftime report in a bit.
Day'Ron Sharpe.
I know Baycott's performance thus far in the first half. And, of course, Fonz is always cheering on the bigs as Day'Ron Sharpe gets right now. But he is the 3rd fastest player to 100 block shots. Tech actually was 2nd fastest to get to 100 block shots. So Manny Bates putting himself in some great company along the shot block leaders in ACC history.
And, Manny's on pace to wind up alongside Thurl Bailey and B.J. Anya as the greatest shot blockers.
Beating him, but he actually said after that, Craig Sager met me at home plate, and we've been friends for 41 years after that, which was amazing.
Yeah, and so when you see that the next time, look for the radio reporter in the tan trench coat. That's Craig Sager. No flashy jackets back there. When shots off down to 7. You were saying, Corey?
Well, if you've watched a lot of North Carolina.
Inside to Brooks.
Hook shot, no good. Dayron Sharpe off.
Cannot let shoot it from the catch spot. Anthony Polite is one of those guys. I mean, he's shooting over 50%, more of sort of the cupcake variety where you can sort of get your feet under you. And that's been, look, everybody's going through it the same, but it's much more difficult for younger players. Davis coming off a 12-point effort against Syracuse during the week. Great job by MJ Walker. Runner no, follow yes.
His fourth field goal. Gerard, front rim miss. Black. Nice bounce pass by Walton. Sharpe through a double team scores. There's Sharpe. It's been a quiet night for the freshman. Back for Davis. Long three. Playtech will run it down. Returns it to Sharpe. And there's the bully ball, Jordan.
Davis clearly struggling there. So doing what they can to give their team a chance. Admirable.
Three out of the corner. Bounds away for Griffin. Here's Playtech. Quick entry pass. Sharpe. Strong again.
They hurry, and it's an easy layup on the break by Juwan Durham.
You know, we got a shot of Roy Williams earlier, and who he was talking to was actually the ace. And that's one of the plays that honestly would drive coaches mad. You know, Nate Laszewski is shooting the basketball as well as anyone in the country. Leads the ACC and field goal percentage, but shoots over 55% from three. He should never get an open look against your defense. I think they're going to do more of the same. Throw the basketball inside, allow their big guys to be able to try to take over this game, scoring twos, because right now they have not gotten the production from their freshman backcourt. R.J. Davis and Caleb Love combined 0 points, 1 assist, 1 turnover.
Davis in the start. Goodwin lobs it in. Laszewski going to work on Brooks. A lot of contact, no call. North Carolina basketball.
Great job by Sharpe staying vertical on that possession. And the contact did force Laszewski to lose the basketball, but it's a legal play.
Sharpe at the other end. He's always able.
You called him your man crush, so therefore,
no. I didn't say man crush. I specifically didn't say man crush.
I thought I could sneak that one in.
No. Basketball crush. There's my guy.
Well, right by going undefeated and playing as well as they did, but by having all of those personalities to mesh together and play to win the way that they did.
Point lead. 5 to shoot. Goodwin's pass taken away. Here come the Tar Heels, and there goes once again Dayron Sharpe. And he's on the verge of becoming the first Tar Heel this season to reach the 20-point plateau. And there it is on the putback.
Teams exciting coming down the line to see who finishes this off. But one of the most important things that you heard both coaches talk about was the word fair. Coach Bray said it doesn't have to be fair, and Roy Williams said he didn't feel like that either team had an advantage or disadvantage of playing this game.
Sharpe.
Shot clock inside of 10. That one bounces off on the attempt by Davis very early on in the season. Usher unable to complete the three-point play. Losses in quadruple overtime to Georgia State and Mercer. But since that point, they've been practicing with more contact, and it's reaped some rewards for Georgia Tech. Although here, North Carolina tonight on free throws. Brooks volleyballs it over to Love. Watch out for Walton from three-point range. He's made 3 of them in this half. Sharpe. One dribble and to the bucket.
That has allowed these drives.
Here is Brooks, fall away from the baseline. Sharpe, one dribble in the rebound. His basketball building, but also the things he was going to do off the floor as well. And he said he couldn't be prouder of Sebron's work ethic. There's Sharpe. Tar Heels going to run with the St. Louis freshman. Playtech catch and shoot. Sharpe the rebound. Put it back up against Bates twice and score.
Early on. Sharpe, big body through the ball. Sharpe sticks with it. Now Boston attacking. Top it. Great play. Baycott. What a block.
Nobody's backing it out and running the offense.
So give it to Sharpe. And one. Black attacking play. Step back.
Look at this rebound. That is foul.
Melvin all the way to the hoop. Pretty move there by Mike Melvin, the senior out of Fayetteville, North Carolina.
I don't know how you got that to go in the basket. Brooks and Sharpe were both there.
Here's Brooks,
nice
high-low
pass.
game with Sharpe for the easy dunk. Team now.
He just drove Leaky Black away with that dribble, and Black, again, he's got long arms and a 5-inch height advantage, but he couldn't get close enough.
The alley-oop to Sharpe. Nice feet. It's just weird.
Well, for the most part, when North Carolina Central has driven the ball to the basket, they're looking to drive and kick out. You don't draw fouls that way. North Carolina has been attacking inside like this.
The lob again. Eagles needed that in a big way.
Boy, they sure did. But now they've got to tighten it up on the defensive end.
Sharpe goes right around his man.
Goodness sake, what in the world? Just catch and shoot.
It is marksmanship theater in Iowa City right now. Downstairs at 2 for Dayron Sharpe. For longer, just to prove that he was out there in case it went in. North Carolina expects them all to go in right now.
I'm telling you, they are cocky shooters, not just confident shooters.
That's a great way to put it, and you said it in the most positive way possible. They just think everything's going in. As that falls for Sharpe, and for the lob, beautiful on the touchdown team.
Yeah, that's a very difficult pass that McCaffrey made look easy. You got to be a good shooter to make that finesse pass.
Dayron Sharpe wanted the foul. 14 in a row for Iowa. Playtech, no. Sharpe, yes. 2 for number 11. Eating. Bohannon. No. A couple of odd decisions by Bohannon last
was. I go right there. Right there.
And they do, and it's Sharpe turning to score.
Jacinto, which is the mountain that makes Palm Springs what it is.
No,
top 16 game against the University of Ohio.
Wow. Caleb Love, no. Second chance, yes, for North for Carolina to open the half, and it's broken by Brown.
Greg Brown, this is the best I've ever seen him play. He's not only making baskets, but he's having an impact on how the game is being played out. And granted, he's just a freshman. He's going to have a huge career.
Oh, Dayron Sharpe just backed him in and got 2 and a foul.
More of that.
Free throw no good for Leaky Black. Second chance for Sharpe down at the end line, and he scored.
All 3 of those times they've won the NCAA title after winning the Maui title. So if they win here, watch out. You know how to get to Las Vegas. You know how to use the internet.
Have you ever had them?
Never heard of them.
They're very tasty.
I've heard of sticker.
Really would be a home court advantage for North Carolina. What role that's going to play into these games early on.
Here's Garrison Brooks. This is out of the double team. Dayron Sharpe backing his man down.
Defensive intensity. And like you talked about, the experience that he brings really going to be valuable to this young backcourt.
Dayron Sharpe takes it. ACC family. Into Brooks. Garrison Brooks. A clinic in the post. It was a great move in there. Up to RJ Davis attacking the rack again. Up. Doesn't fall. Sharpe in perfect position.